done today. I'm taking the Friday rant. I'm taking over. This is the takeover. This is the takeover. I'm not going to continue to be offered these players. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to continue to be offered these players that just aren't any good. So I'm going to go through every single player that we have rostered, every single team, 10 teams, 17 players, some IR spots, 170 plus players. Get ready, because I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just not. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this. I'm going to start by Alex Gets Fed. This is my team. Josh Allen. Trade value. Elite. I don't understand what else I have to do about that. It's elite. He's not on the block. He's really almost not, he's not tradable. Ezekiel Elliott, again, not tradable. I'm not doing this. He had one bad game in 3 years. Okay. Mixon has one bad game a week. Okay. Kareem Hunt. I'm not going to trade him for carpet lint. Even before Chubb went out, he was putting up 19 points a game. He's putting 19 points a game. He's good. A.J. Brown, you're all done. You're all done. I offered him at the beginning of the league like a common prostitute, and you all turned it down because, oh, he's garbage. And now I've got people coming up to me trying to offer me like wide receiver 2s for him. I'm not doing it. He's a 1. I'm not. He is a wide receiver 1 and will be valued as such. Michael Thomas, wide receiver 1. If he plays! If he plays, he's a wide receiver 1. Again, T.J. Hawkinson, he's a tight end 2. This is what it is. He's a tight end 2. In order to get a tight end 1, I would have to couple T.J. Hawkinson with a wide receiver 1 or a wide receiver 2. That's just what it is. I get that. That's fine. We need to understand that. Tyler Lockett, high-end wide receiver 2. That's it. Josh Jacobs, running back 1. He's RB1. If you don't believe it, you're out of line. He's an RB1. I'm sorry. He might not do a whole lot this week because all of his linemen have coronavirus and they're playing the Buccaneers. But he's a running back 1. Running back 1. Let's see here. Next we have Lamar Jackson. I'm not doing this with y'all right now. Not even going to take my time. Chris Godwin, wide receiver 1. I'm not doing this. He will be valued as such. Robbie Anderson, I'm done. Grayson, I'm done. He's a wide receiver 2. The least amount of yards he's got this year is 77, which is more than any of your receivers combined. Any of them. I'm not going to trade him for Keelan Cole. I could have got him off waivers last week. I could have got him off waivers if I wanted him. Phillip Lindsay. Y'all let me get him for $13. He's a borderline running back 1 once Gordon gets suspended. Because Gordon decides that 2 shots of tequila are better than playing football. He'd rather hit the Hennessy than get that 16 stacks that Broncos, for whatever reason, wanted to pay him. Moving on there. Juju. He's not good. Wide receiver 3. Justin Jefferson. High-end wide receiver 2. He is wide receiver 5 right now in the league. So when I get these podunk offers for him that includes let's just say another wide receiver 2 who's not as good as him, and then you offer Justin Jefferson and someone else, like Robbie Anderson and Justin Jefferson, 2 wide receiver 2s, both top 14 wide receivers in the league, for a wide receiver 30? I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. Call me out of line. I'm not. Next, moving on. Matt Goldstein, Kyler Murray, QB1. He will be valued as such. Mike Davis, not going to have a job in, a week and a half? Not going to have a job. I don't understand. I don't want him. No one wants him. Nobody wants him. The only person that might benefit from having him is Cheese, and Cheese wouldn't trade a kicker for him, so I'm not doing it. Keenan Allen, wide receiver 2. He will be valued as such. Julio Jones, wide receiver 1. He is very, very unhealthy. Health has to play a concern. It has to play into that. So, wide receiver 1, high-end wide receiver 2 based on his health issues. Hayden Hurst, tight end 2. Antonio Gibson, RB2. Matt Ryan, the dude's bipolar when it comes to being good. He'll be QB1 one week, and then he'll be a QB4 the next. So I'm not doing this with him right now. Miles Sanders, running back, low end running back 1, high end running back 2. Nick Chubb, running back 1 when he's hurt. When he's healthy, running back 1, top 5 in the league. I'm not doing this right now. I'm not going to be doing it. Jonathan Taylor, running back 2. They definitely have potential to be wide receiver 1 or running back 1 out there, Wage, and they just don't want to give it to him. Alexander Madison, he had his chance to do something. He didn't. Moving on with that. Chase Edmonds, you think you lost your job. Marquise Brown, Matt Galt. Marquise Brown is a wide receiver 1 on a run-first offense, thus making him a wide receiver 3. Robbie Anderson is far and above where Marquise Brown is. So I'm not doing this with you right now. Andy Dalton, not good. Moving on. He's not good. Gary, Tom Brady, QB2. Jerick McKinnon, running back 1 when Mostert's not in. When he's in, put him on the bench. I'm not doing this no more. Giovanni Bernard, he's behind the same line that Joe Mixon can't seem to find an inch of daylight through. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to go ahead and say this. If Giovanni Bernard does good this week, Joe Mixon is droppable. He's droppable. I'm not going to keep trying to defend this man. He's droppable. I'm done. Joe Mixon is droppable. If Giovanni Bernard does something this week, he's droppable. I'm doing this. Devontae Adams, wide receiver 1. Wide receiver 1. I don't know how else to go about that. Wide receiver 1. DJ Chark, high-end wide receiver 3, low-end wide receiver 2. He will be valued as such. Jonnu Smith, high-end tight end 1. Ryan Tannehill, high-end QB1 at this point. I mean, it's kind of getting ridiculous. He started out probably a QB3. Now he's getting off. What do you want me to say? QB1. Deontay Johnson, stay healthy. I might give you wide receiver 3. Until then, wide receiver 18. Dalvin Cook, high-end running back 1, stays healthy, might be the best running back in the league. I can't stay healthy, so I can only give you a low-end running back 1 at this point in time. Henry Ruggs, you're not good. I'm not doing this, Gary. No one wants Henry Ruggs. I'm not doing it with you. He had 1 catch. Had like 1 catch for 80 yards. That's 90% of his points this season. I'm not doing this with you right now. No one wants him. Dearness Johnson, not good. Josh Kelly, not good. Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell. I don't know if you're wanting to, house cancers or something like that, but you got a cancer factory brewing up at the bottom of your lineup. Corey Davis, wide receiver 3. He will be valued as such. Raheem Mostert, running back 1 when healthy. Moving on there. Clay, Derek Carr, borderline QB3. I'll give him QB2 based on play. Aaron Jones, you can trade him to me. I offered you good stuff for him. I will accept a trade for Aaron Jones. Please help me help you, man. I mean, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm offering you good stuff for this man. But right now, running low-end running back 1, he's not very good. He just tends to find the end zone. Devontae Freeman, not even going to go into detail about that. Calvin Ridley, high-end wide receiver 1. Chase Claypool, wide receiver 2 at this point. Kind of hard to gauge based on the spoon, so I don't really know about that. Travis Kelce, very well could be the best tight end in the league. Tight end 1, borderline untradeable. Clay, everyone has a price, though. Just remember that. Everyone has a price. Everybody has a price. If I give you a wide receiver 1 and a tight end 2, that's more than sufficient to get Travis Kelce, but I'm going to go ahead and move on with that. Stephon Diggs, borderline wide receiver 1. He got spoon-fed last week to get the touchdown, but that's neither here nor there. Matthew Stafford, high-end QB2. He will be valued as such. DJ Moore came into the season as a high-end, or probably a mid-end wide receiver 2. Maybe a low-end wide receiver 2. 1, high-end wide receiver 2. That's no longer the case. He's basically a low-end waiver wire pick. I don't know, I guess it's Robbie Anderson's emergence. Moving on with that. CD Lamb, not doing this. Wide receiver 3. He was a wide receiver 2 with Dak Prescott, but his ankles have left the group chat. Miles Gaskins, you get spoon-fed. Running back 2. Kirk Cousins, QB 17. Jason Sanders, apparently he's the best kicker in the league because the Dolphins can get down to the 30. They stall, and then he kicks a 50-yard field goal. So he gets spoon-fed. Saquon Barkley, Alex, Patrick Mahomes, high-end QB1. Ronald Jones, you're horrible, but at this point in time, you are a RB1, and I don't like that. Darrell Henderson, moving on. Kenny Galladay, low-end wide receiver 1, high-end wide receiver 2. Odell Beckham, low-end wide receiver 2. George Kittle, high-end tight end 1, should be valued as such. Joe Mixon, again, low-end waiver wire pick. If he actually ended up on waivers, I might put $2 down just to put him on my bench. And I'm not joking when I say that. Like, I probably would do exactly that. Ben Roethlisberger, QB2. He will be valued as such. Depending on how J.K. Dobbins and DeAndre Swift are used, could be RB1s. The coaching staffs are out of line. They love these running back by committees. So it ruins the value for both of them. Darius Slayton, he's a diamond in the rough, wide receiver 3. Mike Gesicki, 1 week he'll be tight end 1. Next week he'll be tight end 15. I'm not doing this right now. Michael Gallup, again, rest in peace to Dak's ankles, so rest in peace to Gallup's fantasy value. Phillip Rivers, did you know 2 weeks ago, Phillip Rivers has 9 kids. He had 4 points. He has more kids than points. Fantasy football. Pull out. Done. Not doing this right now. Julian Elderman, not good. Moving on. The Fighting Gale. I got to get this going. Gardner Minshew, QB2. James Robinson, wide receiver 2. Kenyon Drake, running back 2. Wage, Kenyon Drake, running back 2. Terry McLaurin, wide receiver 2. Mike Evans, wide receiver 2. Skeezer's got a bunch of 2s. That's not bad. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having a bunch of 2s. This is consistent scoring. Jimmy Graham, tight end 2. Travis Fulgham, wide receiver 2. Cam Newton, quarterback 1. Graham Gano. Jamison Crowder, wide receiver 2. Tyler Boyd, wide receiver 2. Let's see here. Teddy Bridgewater, QB2. AJ Green, not good. Boston Scott, also not good. Moving on. Austin Eckler, he's not going to come back for a little while. I don't think anybody wants him. Deshaun Watson, quarterback 1, based on the departure of the inept Bill O'Brien. Alvin Kamara, elite running back 1. Todd Gurley, low-end running back 2. He's just not good. DK Metcalf, elite wide receiver 1, should be valued as such. For someone like a wide receiver 1, a wide receiver 1 as well as a running back 2 should suffice for that. So maybe you should remember that when people offer that to you. Remember it. Bill Fuller, high-end wide receiver 2. Robert Tonyan. What is that? What is a Robert Tonyan? Is that some type of venereal disease? I'm not doing this right now. Jimmy Garoppolo, not good. He made that abundantly clear 2 weeks ago. QB 18. Robert Woods, wide receiver 2, high-end wide receiver 3. John Brown, same rule applies. He's out this week. Nobody wants him. Devontae Parker, nobody knows the value of him based on the thing with Tua, so we'll go wide receiver 3, just right down the middle. Emmanuel Sanders, Calder. I'm not doing this right now. Emmanuel Sanders is a wide receiver 2 when Thomas is out. When he's back, I'm done. He's not going to be anything. He's back on the waiver wire where you picked him up. Baker Mayfield, QB2. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, running back 1, based on what happens with Bell. We'll see what happens there. Leonard Fournette, not doing this right now. DeAndre Hopkins, elite wide receiver 1. Cooper Kupp, wide receiver 2, should be valued as such. Rob Gronkowski, he don't know what he's going to do, but right now, tight end 2. Mike Williams, wide receiver 3, high end. Joe Burrow, wide receiver 2. Quarterback 2. Wait. Mark Andrews, elite tight end 1. Drew Brees, QB 2. Sammy Watkins, I'm not doing this right now. Jared Cook, not doing this right now. Mark Ingram, not doing this right now. Drew Lock, not doing this right now. Debo Samuel, wide receiver, low end, wide receiver 2. Scoggins, Aaron Rodgers, QB1. Now, Scoggins has a really good team to be 2-4. I'm just going to go and put that out there. But Aaron Rodgers, elite QB1. Derrick Henry, elite running back 1. Chris Carson, high-end running back 2. Allen Robinson, high-end wide receiver 2. T. Higgins, wide receiver 2. Hunter Henry, wide receiver 1. David Montgomery, he's the worst player on your team, dude. Like, he is. I don't know what his problem is. The opportunity's there. He just can't do anything with it. Adam Thielen, wide receiver 1. Jared Goff, QB 2. Amari Cooper, wide receiver 2. Brandon Cooks, also wide receiver 2 with the departure of the inept Bill O'Brien. Finally, Cheese's roster. First off, Cheese, you have a lot of people that's willing to help you. You have Russell Wilson's off the table. We get that. We get it. You have James Conner. You have Tyreek Hill, Justin Herbert, and David Johnson. David Johnson, the fourth finger right here, being the worst of the 4. Those are your 4 best players, attainable players that are considered as assets by the league and should be considered that. Okay, so we have Herbert, pretty good QB, probably QB1 maybe. I don't know about that. That's borderline. Melvin Gordon, he had a DUI. I'm not doing this anymore. He had a DUI, so he's not going to play. So no one wants him. Tim Patrick, you got him on waivers. No one wants him. Chenault, no one wants him. Beasley, no one wants him. You have Christian McCaffrey. Forgot about him. So you got McCaffrey, Connor. You have Tyreek Hill, and you have Herbert. You can't, if you want quality depth, you can't not trade 1 or 2 of them. Herbert. Let's throw Herbert out of the equation. You have to get rid of the other 3. If you want quality depth, one of the 3, McCaffrey, Connor, or Tyreek have to go. You can't throw waiver wire picks and a QB2 at somebody for 2 wide receiver 2s. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. Russell Wilson, elite quarterback 1. David Johnson, low end running back 2. James Conner, running back 1. Tyreek Hill, wide receiver, very, very low end wide receiver 1. Keelan Cole, wide receiver 3. Darren Waller, tight end 1. Melvin Gordon the third. He's a running back .08. Or should I say his blood alcohol level was above .08. Moving on from that. Justin Herbert, QB 2-ish, 1-ish. Jake Elliott, worst kicker in the league. Latavius Murray, high-end RB1 if somebody tears their ACL. Malcolm Brown, droppable. Nick Foles, droppable. Cole Beasley, wide receiver 3. Chenault, wide receiver 3. Evan Ingram, tight end 2. Tim Patrick, wide receiver, low end, wide receiver 2. Christian McCaffrey, elite running back 1. That's the breakdown of how it is. If you have any questions moving forward based on the value of that, wide receiver 1s need running back 2s or wide receiver 2s coupled together, or a wide receiver 1 who's lesser than the wide receiver 1, and a bench player that is usable. Let's say I wanted DK Metcalf. I would have to give a wide receiver 1 and a maybe Robbie Anderson or something like that. That's completely fair. He's usable. I don't have to do that, but that's my Friday rant. That is the value of every single player in our league. If you have any questions moving forward, come back to this video. Get finessed. You better finesse somebody or you're going to get finessed. That's as simple as that. You better get dinner or you're going to become dinner. I love the liveliness of the group. Let's keep it up. Let's be smart when we're doing. Come on. Normal trades. Come on. I'm out.